Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to dive deep.
Always ready.
Awesome. So today, we're all about confidence.
Ooh, good topic.
Right.
Yeah.
But not just like feeling confident. We're going to dig into how you actually project that confidence,
Mhm.
especially without even saying a word.
Oh, I like this. The nonverbals.
Exactly. Body language, posture, the whole nine yards,
It's fascinating how much we communicate without even realizing it.
isn't it? And we've got some seriously cool research to unpack.
Awesome. Lay it on me.
So one thing that really struck me was the idea that, like, genuine confidence, it isn't about putting on an act.
Right. It's not a performance.
Yeah. It's got to come from somewhere deeper, you know?
Totally. It's about tapping into this deep sense of self-assurance. Like, you're solid, you know who you are.
Self-assurance.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. But then how do we tell the difference between that, like, real deal confidence and someone who's just, I don't know, trying too hard?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head with trying too hard. That forced confidence. A lot of times it comes from insecurity, almost like they're trying to prove something.
Which can totally backfire.
Oh, absolutely. It can come across as aggressive or even just fake.
And nobody likes a phony?
Right. Whereas someone with genuine confidence, they're just comfortable. Like, being themselves is enough.
Makes sense. So how does this all translate into, like, actual body language? What are confident people doing differently?
Ooh, so many cool things. Eye contact is a big one. Confident people, they're intentional about it.
Intentional, like staring people down?
No, not staring, but they choose who they engage with, and they hold that gaze comfortably. Not shifty-eyed, not looking away every 2 seconds.
So it's like they're present.
Exactly. And another fascinating tidbit, their eyelids might be a bit heavier, not sleepy looking, but just slightly more closed. And that actually conveys seriousness, competence.
Interesting. Like, I'm picturing, like a surgeon, right?
Yeah.
Focused.
Spot on. Or a judge, maybe. Someone in authority. And here's another one that surprised me. Confident people tend to smile less. Not that they're grumpy, but...
But flashing a grin 24/7 isn't necessarily a sign of confidence.
Exactly. Sometimes constant smiling can signal a need for approval, like you're trying to please everyone, whereas a more neutral expression can actually project self-assuredness.
Makes you think twice about those smile more comments, huh?
Definitely. And then how confident people use space is really interesting. Think open postures, not all closed off, arms uncrossed, and they just sort of naturally claim territory, not in a pushy way, but
But they own it.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. They're present, they're visible.
So it's not about puffing yourself up or trying to be the loudest in the room. It's more about that inner ease and letting it show.
Beautifully put. Now, I know what some folks might be thinking, okay, that's great for naturally confident people, but what about the rest of us?
Yeah, what about when you don't feel so confident? Those nervous habits sneak in. The foot tapping, the nail biting. I've been there.
We all have. And the good news is the research suggests that facing those anxiety-inducing situations repeatedly can actually help.
Like exposure therapy.
Exactly. Like anything, the more we practice, the more comfortable we become. So even if it's baby steps, keep putting yourself out there.
Face those fears head on. I like it.
It really does work. And here's a super important tip. In those moments where you feel uncertain, it's okay to say, I don't know.
Really? You'd think that would make you seem less confident.
Actually, honesty can be way more powerful than trying to bluff your way through. Admitting you don't have all the answers shows you're self-aware, open to learning.
You're right. It shows humility.
Exactly. And that could actually boost your credibility. People trust those who are genuine.
So building that trust with yourself and others, it's key.
100%.
Okay, and I want to circle back to something we touched on earlier, self-esteem. The source material talks about how important that is for projecting genuine confidence. How do those two things connect?
They're totally intertwined. If you don't value yourself, your abilities, your worth, it's going to be really tough to project confidence. You got to start from a place of self-acceptance.
So confidence begins within.
Exactly. Acknowledge your strengths, accept your weaknesses. You're a whole package, flaws and all.
You know, it makes me think about a time when I was working on this project, and I felt so confident about it. Not in an arrogant way, but just I knew I'd put in the work, I had the skills, I was ready to share it with the world. Have you ever felt that kind of like inner confidence shining through?
Oh, absolutely. For me, it's when I'm totally immersed in something I'm passionate about. Could be research, teaching, even just a good conversation like we're having now. When I'm present, engaged, the self-doubt fades away.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about projecting our own confidence. What about like Navigating other people's confidence levels. We all encounter folks who are maybe a little insecure or on the flip side, super overconfident.
Yeah.
Any tips for dealing with those different personalities?
Such a good question. It's definitely an art. With people who seem insecure, remember, their behavior often comes from a place of fear.
So approach with caution.
Not necessarily caution, more like empathy. Don't dismiss their ideas or try to dominate. Create a space where they feel safe sharing.
Got it. Kindness and understanding can go a long way.
Huge. Now, those who are, shall we say, a little too confident, maybe bordering on arrogant.
Oh yeah, we all know that person.
Right. With them, it's about being assertive, setting boundaries. Don't let them walk all over you. But also try to understand their motivation. Sometimes overconfidence masks insecurity.
It's like they're trying to convince themselves as much as they're trying to convince everyone else.
Exactly. So whether we're talking about our own confidence or navigating others, it boils down to self-awareness, authenticity, and respect.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Mhm.
This has been such an insightful deep dive. I feel like I've got a whole new perspective on confidence.
Me too. And remember, true confidence. It's a journey, not a destination. It takes self-awareness, practice, and a willingness to be yourself fully.
Beautifully said. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. What's one small step you can take today to project more genuine confidence?
Ooh, good one.
Maybe it's making eye contact with someone you admire, or speaking up in a meeting, or just acknowledging your own accomplishments. Whatever it is, I encourage you to take that step and see what happens. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. And until next time, remember to shine your light.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.